Hey people, how are you guys doing? How's your weekend going? It's a Saturday here in Lagos and the time is about 2:42 in the afternoon. So yes. Welcome to the Bloom Circle. Welcome. Today I have an exercise for all of us. So it's called the retirement party scenario. It's not by me. If you check online, there are a number of goal setting activities. The aim of this is to kind of put into perspective your long-term goals, things that you want to achieve long term that may not necessarily occur to you day to day, but when you follow through with this activity, you tend to appreciate those long-term goals that you have. So it's called the retirement party scenario. So let's paint this picture. Let's paint this scenario. I have my notes down there. I don't want to miss any single point, so you might see me look downwards. It's your retirement party. You are now 65, 70, whatever age you are, depending on the retirement age in the country where you work. You're retiring. It's your party. Friends, family members, well-wishers, they're all there. It's a party. Everybody's eating, everybody's drinking, whatever they want to eat or drink. I mean, that's besides the point, right? So yeah, after putting in the work for however number of years that you have worked, this is your send forth. Finally, all those late nights at the office, all those days where you're working through your lunch, where you're thinking about work at home, where you're stressed out, where you have to cancel appointments. If you canceled appointments, I'm sure probably you've had to cancel on a few occasions where you had to decline going for, say, your kids' school events, where you had to turn down some events, some family events, things like that. You had to put a lot of things on ice because of your job. So years down the line, you're retiring, right? It's a party finally. So let's take stock. So put yourself in that mental space now. You're retiring right now. We're going to look at 5 different aspects, right, of your life or of our lives, because we're doing this exercise together. On the personal side of things, how would you like to feel, both mentally, spiritually, physically, socially? So on your retirement day, how would you like to feel, right? Considering that you're now 65, 70. Write it down, like everything that comes to your mind. Do you want to have you want to be athletic? Do you want to have good health? I mean, we all want to have good health, right? How do you want to feel socially, mentally, physically? Write it down. Let's look at your relationships now. How would you want this area to look? Do you want to be married at that time? Do you want to have kids? If yes, how many kids do you want to have? Like, that perfect scenario, right? The end of your career. How do you see that? How do you see a perfect picture at that point in time? How many kids do you see yourself having, right? In this picture. How do you see your husband? How do you see your wife? What kind of person do you see yourself with at that point in time? Do you want a large family, right? Where do you see your family living? And that's goes back to location, which we'll talk about soon. The third area is finances. How would you like your bank account and asset to be set up, right? You're done with work. What's your ideal asset portfolio looking? Sorry, my arm is aching. How do you see your ideal asset portfolio looking? How do you see your ideal bank account looking? What's the number there that will make you feel comfortable? I know it's just a projection. I mean, things can change with regards to the economic situation, but right now, right, if you're retiring right now, what's that number in your account that will make you feel like, okay, I can retire, I can rest easy, I'm okay, I'm good. Location. Where would you like to be living upon retirement? Where do you want to live? For those who work in government parastatal in this side of the world, in Nigeria, when you retire, you have to leave your government property, your government your staff accommodation, things like that. But whatever the case may be, where do you see yourself living after retirement? Is it a big house? Is it a country house? Is it somewhere in the suburbs? Is it What kind of house? How many rooms? How large is that house? How large is that compound? Visualize it. This is the time for you to think of the perfect scenario and just capture it and write it down. So write it down. Then the fifth area is work. We're talking about retirement, right? Yeah, but what work ideally do you see yourself living a fulfilled career in? Right? We've painted a perfect picture of all these areas of our lives, right? But we've not talked about the work. On your retirement day, what kind of work do you want to be retiring from that would make you happy, make you feel like you have lived a fulfilling career? What kind of work would that be? Write it down now. So this is the time to paint that perfect picture of things that we want that we've probably not ever had to think about, right? So write it down. Write it all down as it comes to you. Just write it down, no matter how it seems. If it seems like it's outrageous, don't worry, just write it down. So this my dear friends is I think it's an exercise that has given you an insight as to your long-term goals, what you've written with regards to the personal side of things, your relationships, your finances, your location, your work. These are the things you want long-term. That work you've written, that ideal work you would like to be retiring from happily, that is the work that you want to do, right? Even if that's not the work you're doing right now, it goes to show that on some level, that's the kind of work you aspire to have. Your location, if you wrote that you want to be living in let me pick a random, okay, I don't want to pick a random place, but wherever you have written down on your paper, that is where ultimately you want to live. Your family, the number of kids you want to have, how large your family would be, the kind of man or woman you want to marry that you have written down now, that is the kind of family you aspire to have. Don't overlook it. That's the kind of family you aspire to have. How you want to be on the personal side of things, your mental, your physical, your social setup, that is how you want things to be. With regards to the social aspect of things, if you see yourself having a lot of friends, being on different how do I put it now, different social organizations, different sporting activities, having some form of leadership when it comes to extracurricular, when it comes to the social side of things, that is how you see yourself years down the line. So what do you do with this information? You start to work towards these things. On the social side of things, if you see yourself being part of different social organizations, be it church, be it sports, be it other things, it's time for you to start joining those societies now. Start joining those communities. Start joining those sporting organizations now. If you see yourself socially playing golf, go and sign up now. Go and sign up for tennis. Go and sign up for golf. Go and sign up for whatever sport you see yourself doing. How do you see yourself? You see yourself being athletic, and you're not even incorporating an athletic lifestyle in the way you live now. This is the time for you to start being athletic. Go and sign up for a gym membership. Start working now. Start doing those things. Everything you have written down now is what you want to achieve in the future. Now you can't leave that for the future. You have idealized it now, and it's clear for us to see. It's clear for for you to see that this is what you want long term. So it's time for you to start putting these things in place. Start working towards these things. If you have a number now that you want to have with regards to your finances, with regards to your assets, how are you working towards that? How are you working towards building that asset portfolio that you've seen yourself having 20, 30, 40, however number of years down the line? This is the time. So this exercise is not just for you, it's for me as well. And I'm sure you can tell because as we're talking, I'm also thinking as well. So it's for us to go back, polish this, and pretty much strategize about how we want to make this happen, how we want to work to the best of our abilities. To the best of our abilities, what can we do to kind of drive the conversation and kind of make this aspect of our lives align with what we want long term? There's a lot we can also do. It's not down to us only, but we have to do what we have to do. So I hope this was a good exercise. This is 9 minutes long. I don't want it to be more than 10 minutes, but yes, if you have any thoughts about this video, anything you want to share, if this is something you have done before, do share. Let me know how you're getting along. And if you do need to discuss your goals and how to build a roadmap into achieving them, send me a DM. Let's sit through this. Let's talk about the different aspects of your life, where you are now, where you want to go, and build up that roadmap that will take you there and keep you accountable as well. I'm here to light that fire on your bum, to keep you on your toes. It's not pressure. Honestly, don't take it as pressure. It's not pressure, but sometimes we also need people. Even me, I need people that keep me accountable. I have people that keep me accountable as well. So it's not just me coming here to put pressure on you, apply pressure. No, that's not it. It's me just lighting that fire bomb to just get you moving. And if you're not where you want to be right now, don't worry. There's no better time than now. Like, literally, this is the best time for you to start doing. The next best time is now. So stop looking back saying I should have done that. What can you do today? That is what we want to do. So if you need help discussing your goals and just building out a roadmap on how to incorporate those tasks, your sub goals, into your daily routine, how to stay accountable, I'm your girl. Contact me via DM and let's have that conversation.